All right, so is Tesla's stock undervalued or overvalued? And welcome in. My name is Scott Schiller, certified financial planner, and wanted to do a reaction video for you guys. Actually, somebody in the comments, a friend of mine, in one of my other videos suggested, hey, why don't you do a reaction video on this, which is a interview this morning from Bloomberg with Cathie Wood. And Cathie Wood is one of the most well-known and big investors out there. She runs ARK Capital, which is a big private investment company, and she's really well known for being one of the most innovative technology investors in the world. I think she's amazing, and I follow quite a bit of what she covers. And so they were interviewing her and asking her, hey, is Tesla undervalued or overvalued? And part of the reason is its current stock price, and as of the filming of this video, it's March 26th, the stock is trading right around $275 a share, and which is quite a bit off from its all-time high, which was back in December of last year at $488 a share. So we've seen a big sell-off, mostly due to all of the talk about tariffs and the changes and the uncertainty around our economy has really had pulled the value down quite a bit. And just today, President Trump announced new tariffs potential on the auto industry. And so of course that's gonna affect any auto manufacturer stock today. And so it's down quite a bit. And so they were asking, hey, is it still a good buy? And her message is absolutely. She believes that the value, that the stock price could go to $2,600 a share, which is an incredible growth opportunity there in her opinion. And part of what she references, which I think is excellent, which is, you know, one thing to keep in mind that's coming out with Tesla is a couple things. One is they're about to put out a lower cost car option, and so they're going to expand their market into the middle market. It won't just be for the super wealthy, or you know, somebody out there looking to buy a $100,000 car. They're bringing out a lower cost option. But also, I think what's really exciting is in June here in Austin, Texas, my hometown and where my office is the very first launching of the RoboTaxi. And watch out for the RoboTaxi. I think it's tremendous. The opportunity is huge, and the idea is it's autonomous. It can come pick you up and it can just take you anywhere. And so it's something that will certainly develop and grow over time. But I'm of the opinion at some point in the future, the question becomes is when, 50 years, 100 years, 200 years, none of us will really have a need to own a car. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that's bad news if you're a car manufacturer, or you own a car dealership, or if you sell cars for a living. But the idea is that once we get to a point from a technology standpoint of being able to just go on our phone and say, okay, here's where I want to go and when. I want to go from here to here, and here's when. Hit a button on our phone and we walk outside and there'll be a car sitting there. And it'll take us where we want to go, and it'll be super efficient. There won't be any traffic, there won't be accidents. Everyone will get around a lot faster. And at some point down the road, 100 years from now, people look back and go, can you believe people actually had their own cars and parked them at their homes and drove around? I mean, it's crazy, right? But I think we will get there at some point in the future. So the investment opportunity and the growth opportunity is absolutely huge. One thing of caution to note, the price to earnings ratio currently on Tesla stock is somewhere around 168, which is very high. I just did a separate video on being careful about just investing in the S&P 500 index alone. The big problem there is that 30% of our investment is going to go into the Magnificent Seven, which Tesla is a part of, and those are the 7 largest companies in the world that are in the S&P 500 index. And so my message in that video, please check it out, is don't just own that. Let's build out a complete growth portfolio. And we want to use stocks as a long-term growth vehicle for us. That's the purpose of them. If our financial objective, whether it be retirement, buy a new house, pay for college, things like that, in our time horizon is 10 years, 15 years, 20 years or longer, that's where we want to use the stock market to our advantage. We can take advantage of time and have a higher return than a lot of other asset classes, and we can create diversification as well, liquidity and ownership and dividends and everything else that comes along with it. Do I recommend that anyone out there go out and buy Tesla stock individually today? No, I do not come on here in my channel and give investment specific recommendations such as that. However, if we own broad-based indexes or exchange traded funds or mutual funds or available investment choices within our 401k, and if they're based on a large capitalization or what's called large cap or the big companies, then we are going to be owning Tesla within that basket, and we will be able to participate in this growth opportunity. And so it's surrounding the artificial intelligence revolution. I did a whole nother video on that, which is we want to make sure we're invested in this. We don't want to fall behind as consumers, as investors, and so that we can keep up with inflation. One of the best ways to combat against inflation is, hey, let's own the companies that are creating the inflation around us. And that is the most efficient way to combat against the rise of cost in goods and services. One last note on the RoboTaxi is it is a very, very high margin business. So it's not going to cost a lot for Tesla to run it so much as the cost for or the revenue that's going to be generated from it. And so one thing that Kathy Wood mentions is that it's a very high margin business. So 80%, 90% margin, which is very, very profitable. And so that's part of the reason why she is so bullish on Tesla, and I am as well. Please, in the comments below, let me know what you think. Do you think Tesla is undervalued, overvalued, oversold, undersold? And please, in the comments below, let me know of any other topics you'd like me to react to, and I will work hard on getting the job done for you. All right, that's it. So everyone, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video.